welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and welcome back to I don't know why I said all that. Welcome to my channel. And I decided to do, it is January 26, 2025. I'm pretty sure it's still the 26th. I've been up since like 5 a.m. doing videos, so there's still snow on the ground from our snow from like 3 weeks ago. My job is losing their mind. It's still January. It's still cold. It's still snowy. It's still disgusting. And it's the end of January, so I always get this weird, I'm over it thing in the end of January toward the beginning of February. And so I thought I would show you guys just the first 10 decks that came to my mind that pulled me out of the winter blues. And that's basically what I've got, the winter blues. And pulls me out of that and makes me realize, yes, spring is on its way. And usually it's very vibrant, bright colored decks. Not decks that I would use for like shadow work or anything like that. It's always very bright, beautiful, colorful decks. Things that are warm my cold heart because I'm disgusted with this winter already. So that's what the topic is today. I think I'm going to do a hashtag take me out of the moody blues, or the winter blues. Take me out of the winter blues. I don't know. I'm playing with this still. Anyway, there's 10 decks here, all tarot. I could probably do this as oracle too. First things first, it's my lights here. No matter what kind of mood I'm in, this is my Forever in My Ride or Die. This is the Hay House publication version, if I can find it. This box is old. It's split. I probably should get a copy of this just so I have one. It's like the 7th deck I ever bought. We're over hundreds now. So I started reading tarot trying to read tarot in 2018, 2019. I think I bought this toward the end of 2019. So this deck and I have gone through some stuff. Yeah, this is my ride or die. This is the love of my life, my best friend. If I put the deck away and come back to it 6 months from now, we would pick up the conversation right where we left off, and that would be that. And it's always not gentle, but it's never harsh or mean anyway. It lets me come to the conclusions all on my own, and that's what a friend does, you know. Plus, it's got these beautiful colors in it. Yeah, and this will forever be one of my top decks to get me out of the winter blues because it's so vibrant and so colorful and so friendly, and I just love it to pieces. And so that is the Light Seers Tarot. So that's deck 1 I have here. Deck 1. Alright, deck 2 is my number 2 deck ever. I made a pouch for it because I didn't want to carry it around in the big old box that it came in. This is the now out of print Bone, Stone, and Earth Flesh Tarot. This is the edging, the backs. It's got that beautiful shimmy indie quality. I love it to pieces because, again, do you see that? Something just flew through there. It's Anatolian, and the colors are fantastic, especially if you've been in that dark, twisty, wintry mode. And it's funny because this is the first year I've actually really tried to use like wintry decks, and I'm having fun using all these wintry type decks. Plus they're decks I haven't used in forever or have barely used at all. But I do notice my mood starting to change here the last week or so. It's starting to get more abrasive. And that's because of the winter blues. And I just like, when that happens, I don't even have to read with these decks. I can just pull them out, look at how beautiful they are, and once it puts a smile on my face, I'm kind of out of that wintry mode. So they're not decks I'm actually using per se at the precise moment that I'm showing you these decks, but they are decks that all I have to do is pull them out and look at them, and I'm out of that harshness, that bitterness of winter. Freaking Five of Wands again showed itself. And this is Anatorian's work, of course, artwork, of course, and it's so stunning, and I love it to pieces. It's beautiful. So that's deck 2. And I've had these for a long time. Deck 3 should not be a surprise to you. Last year when I had some major winter blues, because I was going through heart stuff, I actually put all the winter decks away and used this. This is my 4th favorite deck ever. It's the Journey of the Sacred Bee. Actually, it goes back and forth between my 4th and my 5th. Depends on what moment I'm in. This is by Kelly Burton. This is her first Kickstarter ever. I love the indie quality of it. It's got this teal edging, already warming my heart, my stony cold heart, because it's frozen. And then the colors in this are just so freaking beautiful. And yeah, because it's got that indie shimmy, and it's got these huge, vibrant, beautiful colors, it immediately takes me out of this frozen tundra I'm living in, and I'm automatically in this joyous tropical place with all these beautiful colors and the sunshine, and yeah, and this helped me get over my little depression I was in last January when I was getting ready to go get my, or even after I had my second stent put in my heart. So this is, yeah, this was that deck. It's a more serious deck, but at the same time, it's so beautiful. You have a hard time being in a dark place, if that makes sense. But that is deck 3. That is my Journey of the Sacred Bee. Keeping up with that, we have the Keeper of the Sacred Bee by Kelly Burton. Another Kickstarter she did. This was the 3rd Kickstarter she did. She did the second one was the Wisdom of the Sacred Bee, which is the Oracle deck. Here's the backs. It's freaking sunflowers. I mean, automatically, if you're looking at this deck and you're seeing just the backs, you're like, yeah, there's a little smile. And then it's purple, lavender, like gilding. Oh. And then the fronts are just so freaking vibrant and beautiful. And you're just like, I love you to pieces. The Journey of the Sacred Bee is a Thoth-based deck. This one is a RWS-based deck, if you can't tell. They're both stunning. They have the same kind of artwork. Yeah. It takes you out of the wintry doldrums of winter and places you, again, like on a tropical beach somewhere where you're sipping Mai Tais and fanning yourself with a palm frond, and it's hot. But I love it to pieces for that. Yeah, I used this and the Journey of the Sacred Bee for about half the month of January, because I started out the month already in a bad space last year. So I needed these decks to get me back on track to where I was able to pull out a darker deck and use it without bursting into tears. So those decks kind of saved me last January. Next we have, those two are Kickstarters. The Bone Sun and Earth Flesh Tarot was an indie, and then of course Light Seers was my mass market. Here we have, I think this is the last indie, or this was actually a Kickstarter turned indie, whatever. They're both indie to me. This is the Super Lunaris Tarot. This is the very first edition. I love the shimmy. I love the cardstock. It's just like the last two I showed you. It's got these beautiful backs. Got this beautiful rose gold edging. I used the crap out of this when I first got it. I love this deck to pieces. Even the darker cards are more neutral, but it also has some vibrant pinks, purples, blues, things that take you out of the darkness and pull you into the light. Look at this with the Queen of Cups. It's just stunning. And it's so beautiful. So beautiful. This is a deck that made me realize maybe I like collage decks. This freaking death card is everything. Everything. It's just, I don't like this Eight of Swords, so we're going to move on. Why am I getting all the darker cards? All the dark cards. Look at that. This card is the reason I bought this deck. The Six of Swords. There is no more stunning sunset or sunrise that I've ever seen in a card in my life. It's the most beautiful sunrise, sunset, however you want to look at it, in any tarot deck I have. It's stunning. And then I'm looking to see if I've got it here, if I already went through it. The Page of Wands, I think, or the Knight of Wands is the other reason I bought this deck. Freaking Five of Wands just keeps coming up today. Ugh. But look at the skies. Gorgeous. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Look at that field of lavender. Ugh. Just stunning. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. I love this Hierophant. This is one of three reasons I bought this deck. That Hierophant, that Six of Swords, and the Page of... Is it the Page or the Knight of Swords or Wands? I don't see it in here anywhere. Can't find it. Can't find it. Hold on. I think I already showed this, but it's the, Page of Wands. Look at that, with he's spitting fire. I freaking love it. Anyway, this does have some darker cards, but at the same time, there's so many vibrant, bright ones that it tends to not be a... It tends to help take me out of that moment. And none of these decks, I would say, are wintry or springy or summery over one another. I think they're just decks I use for specific reasons. Next, we have the Tarot for the Great Outdoors. So this is deck 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to hurry this up. This is a mass market. It's by Skipstone Publishing. The cardstock kind of sucks because it's really thin. I did edge it in this dark purple to match the backs. But let me tell you, this deck is awesome. It's so beautiful. Every time I go anywhere overnight, I take this deck with me. It's my deck of travel. The deck for traveling. And it's got so many outdoorsy, nature, spring, summer, fall, even and winter stuff in it. But there's so many outdoorsy, wonderful things to do that it literally takes you outside and into the world, but not where you're... It's getting your mind off things. It's making you be active, regardless if it's winter or not. And it takes your mind off the darkness of winter and makes you realize, oh, there's still things you can do in it. But I love it for these cards. Like this Page of Vessels. It's so stunning. I love this deck. And it's so many bright, beautiful colors. Yes, the cardstock sucks, but the images are fabulous. Fabulous in this deck. And all the majors are a United States National Park, which I think is cool. Look at that. Gorgeous. So that is the Tarot for the Great Outdoors. It's so vibrant and beautiful that, yeah, it's going to be good. This deck was deck 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we have, this is a Los Scarabeo deck. It is the Earth Woman Tarot. It's a new deck last year. I think the rest of these all came out in 2024. But they're so fabulous, I had to add them in. Look at the backs. Look at the edges. I did that. It's got this nice matte cardstock, but it's like a, I don't know. But let me tell you, the images in this are so freaking beautiful. Despite the fact that there's no actual faces on these people, I don't care. It's so stunning, so beautiful. I mean, it's so beautiful. And when something is that beautiful, it completely takes you out of the winter blues, in my opinion. Of course, all of these are my opinion. But I used the crap out of this deck when I got it. I had a hard time putting it down because it was just so stunning, and it just made my heart warm. And look at this Queen of Swords. Even though she's in winter, that is so freaking stunning. Yes, I had a very hard time putting this deck down because she's just beautiful. Beautiful. And I like pretty things when I'm in a depressive state. And like, we got a lady with a bathing suit on. She's in the water. Come on. He's going to take us. And then she's sitting on a bunch of mushrooms. Love it. 2 pieces. Yeah, I had a very hard time putting this down. And this is another, like, this is probably the one that's to me closest to a spring or even summer-like deck in this whole video, because I would use this more in the summer, but it is also a great deck to pull out if you're got the winter blues. So that was 7. 8 is Tarot the Cosmic Seed. This is the mass market version. Came out, I think, October, November. This is the version based on the second edition of the indie, which I also have. These are the backs. It has a nice shimmy for a mass market. This is by, it's on the tip of my tongue, Elijah Books. And they've been putting out some good stuff. It shuffles amazing. It's got almost the same exact edging as the indie version. It has the same shimmy quality as the indie version. And it's not. But I had the Tarot of the Cosmic Seed, the second edition. Pretty sure the end of 2023 I got it, or the beginning of 2024. And then this one came out at the end of 2024. And I've used the deck in one shape or form, either one of those, in one shape or form or another this whole time. Look at that. It's just stunning. It's a stunning, stunning deck. And I freaking love it to pieces. It is one of my mediumship go-to decks also. So look at that. It's stunning. And I think because of all the bright colors again, this is one that takes me completely out of the winter blues. And helps me concentrate on what I'm doing when I pull it out for mediumship reading. But that is the Tarot of the Cosmic Seed Mass Market Edition. 2 left. This one I got actually before that one. I should have put it first. The Supernova Tarot. This is a Lo Scarabeo also. I've raved about this deck. It's got the 2-part cardstock that is the shiny, thicker cardstock on the deck that Lo Scarabeo usually has. This is the backs. But it's bright and vibrant. And for some reason, the ridiculous shoes, the ridiculous clothes, and the ridiculous hats in this makes me laugh so hard. I just keep using this deck because I need a good laugh. I'm just like, yes, this is the deck I'm going to. Because it makes me laugh so hard because of the wardrobes. Look at the boots. He's riding an ostrich. Like, come on. And I'm finding nothing that's outlandish right now. There's some more boots. I love the pink. I love this one, the Panama Jack hat and the 5 of Swords. I love the Wheel of Fortune. This look, he's got like scale leggings, and then look at the shoes and the hair. Oh, I love it. And it makes me laugh and pulls me out of that, again, the wintry blues here. I love the tower in this. Look at the shoes. Just crazy. Love the tower in this. Look at them shoes. And yeah, there's a tower. It's a high heel boot that's broken. I freaking love it. Love the Wheel of Fortune in this. It's my favorite. One of my favorites. It just makes me giggle. Look at these boots. There's Wheel of Fortune. Makes me laugh. I love it. Love her boots, her shoes. It's beautiful. This is another one that just takes you right out of winter and pulls you into the heat of summer. And I freaking love it for that. And it's a fun read. It doesn't take itself serious. Doesn't take you serious. And I love it for that. So that was number 9. Number 10, if you don't know that I'm adding this deck in, I know where you've been. Because I've been constantly talking about it since I got it in December. It is the Desert Illuminations Tarot. This is the mass market version by US Games. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's got the beautiful cardstock thinner, which I like. It's edge and teal. It shuffles amazing. These colors are wild and crazy, but that's not why this takes me out of winter. I spent a couple years in New Mexico, and the chilies are ones in this. This kind of architecture and pottery and stuff is what you will see all over New Mexico, especially in the Albuquerque area, which is where I lived. And that is why this deck takes me out of winter, because it reminds me of that time frame in my life when I lived in New Mexico, where I didn't see a lot of snow. I didn't see a lot of cold weather. You might at nighttime in the desert, but I remember there was a day I went to the grocery store, and at that moment in time, it was in the winter time, and at that moment, it was 95 degrees outside, and some lady in the front of me was talking about how it snowed so hard, and I'm like, did I blink and miss it? Because it was already 95 degrees. And they're like, oh, we got a little bit of snow in the mountains. And up in the mountains, I guess they had gotten snow, but nothing hit the valley where I was. And because it's always super hot there where I was at. And then, of course, we got the alien factor going on here, too. But I freaking love this deck. And because it brings back those memories of a time where I lived in a desert area where we didn't see a lot of cold weather. That's how this deck takes me out of the winter blues. And it kind of makes me miss New Mexico. Makes me want to go back. And I'm like, any day I'll just get in the car and go. Like, yeah. But then my daughter lives in a northern New Mexico now, more north, and she said they get lots of snow all the time. I'm like, eh. But it is cold, because here we have bitter temperatures and abrasive wind that goes with that. So I don't think they get that there. I don't even know that they get that in, like, Utah. So it might be warmer, even with feet of snow. But that is the Desert Illuminations, my beautiful deck, the last one, the newest one that takes me out of the winter blues and into summer or whatever. Well, that's all the decks I got for y'all. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night.